30th, 1961, the Soviet Union detonated the most powerful nuclear weapon ever created. The Tsar Bomba was 3,800 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. It was intended to showcase the Soviet Union's nuclear capabilities, but the test also highlighted the consequences of nuclear proliferation. The detonation created shockwaves that circled the Earth 3 times, and a mushroom cloud that went 40 miles high. Everything within 3 miles of the bomb site was vaporized. On October 30th, 1961, the Soviet Union detonated the most powerful nuclear weapon ever created. The Tsar Bomba was 3,800 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. It was intended to showcase the Soviet Union's nuclear capabilities, but the test also highlighted the consequences of nuclear proliferation. The detonation created shockwaves that circled the Earth 3 times, and a mushroom cloud that went 40 miles high. Everything within 3 miles of the bomb site was vaporized.
Okay, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to you, Akimat, that I push this word in truth and in sincerity. This is going to be a quick lesson going into thermonuclear destruction and the fall of Babylon, which is America, because it's prophesied that Russia and its allies are going to shoot missiles off on America and its allies. And we see what's going on between Russia and Ukraine, backed by a proxy army, backed by America, sending weapons over there, sending money to fight against Vladimir Putin and Russia. And we see what's going on with China and the situation with Taiwan, how America's vowing to completely defend Taiwan, which is basically a part of China. And we know what's going on in the Gaza Strip with them gutter rats committing genocide against the Palestinians, and they're fighting over a land that don't belong to neither one of them. But Jeremiah 50, verse 9, they're going to get that, because this is what's happening. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. For lo, I will arise, a cause to come against Babylon. Let's read it again. Let me slow down. Jeremiah 50, verse 9. For lo, I will arise and cause to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations from the north country, starting with Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, India, Pakistan, Ethiopia, Libya. All of Russia's allies come up against Babylon, which is America. You see, this is the future of America and all the inhabitants in America. The only one that's going to make it out of here is the elect. And I pray like hell. I pray to the Lord Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, I'm a part of that number. Because I don't want to face this destruction. I don't want to die in this polluted land called Babylon, called America. You see, so it says, matter of fact, let me just put this on airplane mode so we don't get interrupted. So let's continue on. This is back in Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9, and it reads, For lo, I will rise a cause to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations. We already mentioned that the great nations, starting with Russia and China, and the list goes on, from the north country, which is Russia, and they shall set themselves in array against her, which is military formation. From thence shall she be taken. Their arrows, which are them nuclear missiles, whether they hypersonic, supersonic, ICBM nuclear missiles, and this Tsar Bomba, which was detonated in 1961. You don't think, and it says the most powerful nuclear weapon in the history of nuclear explosions. You don't think they get that bomb an upgrade? Of course they did, man. They duplicated that bomb, recreated it, and made probably the Satan II out of that. Who knows? But I'm guaranteeing you that they gave this bomb right here that was detonated in 1961 in October, They gave it a major upgrade. I can guarantee you that. It says, their arrows. It says, their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain, because they're going to be laser guided and spiritually guided by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah. And Chaldea, another name for America, shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh, by Yahweh Shah. And that's the bottom line. Your days are numbered. Your kingdom is crumbling. Your kingdom is soaking in the drain. Whether you want to accept that or not, your kingdom is soaking in the drain. And the elites of Esau, they know that the cash cow of Esau, the international bankers, this corporation that they call America, is bankrupt. The morale is at the all-time low. And the infrastructure is crumbling, just like your empire. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It says, it is near, and will hasten greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. Who are the mighty men? First and foremost, talking about the top generals in Esau's army. All the military hosts, whether it's from the Navy sect or branch of the U.S. military, the Army, the Marines, Space Force, they all going to sigh bitterly and they're going to cry bitterly. Why? Because of the destruction that's coming. It says, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation. Because what's going to make this land a desolation and a wasteness? These nuclear missiles. Concentrated fire when Yahweh Shah cracked them skies, bringing death, destruction, and deliverance. You see, this devil knows his time is short. That's why he's passing all these draconian laws. That's why he's doing what he's doing, paving the way for the CBDC to be established. Why do you think all these countries trying to join the BRICS? They see the spiraling out of control, the crumbling of the American empire, upheld by Esau. So these devils, they see that their time is coming to an abrupt end. And that's why they're doing the things they do, and they're setting the stage. Now you got all these protesters going on. You got uproars of the people. You got earthquakes in diverse places. See, 2nd Ezra, the 15th and the 16th chapter is playing out. And we see that assembly of great nations being formed. All these different nations are taking sides. It says, that day is a day of, back in Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 15, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and an alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, while Yahweh Shah, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh shall be as dung. That distress that the Lord's going to bring upon you Edomites, and you Jakes, the 2/3 of you Jakes, talking about you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and the rest of the nations that's dwelling in the land of America, is thermonuclear missiles and concentrated fire from them chariots. That's the distress that's going to come upon you. That distress that's going to come upon you is going to be that concentrated fire, whether it's from them chariots or that flaming hot fire from them nuclear missiles. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. And just like it says in the next verse, verse 18, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. You ain't gonna be able to pay off the Lord like you pay off these different nations. You're not gonna be able to bribe the Lord You're not gonna be, and the Lord's gonna put that spirit on Vladimir Putin that he ain't gonna accept nothing, no negotiations, nothing, or whatever president is ruling in Russia. The Lord gonna put that spirit on him to shoot the missiles off. There's gonna be no negotiations, no bribery, nothing. Just pure, sheer terror. And that's coming from the Lord. This is the Lord's missiles, the Lord's armory. He just put the spirit on y'all to make them. Pursuant to what? Isaiah 56, 54, and 16 and 17, if I'm not mistaken. The Lord created the smith that blew up the coals in the fire. You see? So the Lord put that spirit on you to make these missiles for your utter destruction. Just for your destruction. The Lord is bad, man. The Lord is bad. The Lord put the spirit on you devils to create the very same weapon that you use to intimidate these different nations. He's going to use it on you. Isaiah 54, verse 16 and 17. The Lord created the smith that blew up the coals in the fire. You see? Let's get it real quick. It's Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith. The modern day smith are these scientists that blow up the coals in the fire and that bring forth an instrument for his work. Whose work? Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah's work. And I have created the waster to destroy. The waster is the ICBM hypersonic and supersonic missiles. It says, and that's the point right there I wanted to get. Let's go back to Zephaniah. It says, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land, because it's only going to take 1 hour for the Lord to destroy this place. 1 hour. This place is going to be a total desert. All 5,000 square miles of America is going to be a total desert. That lake of fire. You see? This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. The coming day of the Lord Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. What's going to make the earth burn as an oven? What day is coming that's going to burn the earth? That's going to burn as an oven. The day of the Lord. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts, that it leave them neither root nor branch. You ain't gonna come back in the power. Your uncle's not, your nephew's not gonna come up out of the bunker, them deep underground bunkers, them outer space retreats, them deep underwater retreats, and build a society back up. Nah. Your ass is going into slavery. Your kingdom is going to be destroyed. You're going to be rounded up pursuant to Isaiah the 24th chapter, the 19th verse on down, and you're going to be tossed headfirst into a pit. And then pursuant to Ezekiel 39 verse 14, you're going to be set without continuing employment. And the first task of you devils, started with the international bankers, is going to be burying the dead and digging graves. So get ready, because the road is going to get real bumpy for you all. It says, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness, talk about Yahweh Shah, arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of a store, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of thy feet in the day that I will do this, saith the Lord of hosts. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded him in Horeb, for all Israel with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And that happened with Abba Bivens. And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers. Lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. And it's the curse that's going to come upon the whole land of America and certain parts of Russia, certain parts of China. That's why I said the earth is going to roll to and fro like a drunk, because certain parts of the world is going to be hit. But the earth is going to abide forever. America, totally destroyed. The land of Israel, where them gutter rats is at, totally destroyed. But only thing about it, that land's going to be built back up. The first fruits of slaves are the international bankers. You got the first fruits of the elect, of the chosen, of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Then you got the first fruits of slaves, which are the international bankers. And that's a balance. You see, death and destruction is coming. Death and destruction is coming. You see? But a lot of people, they're going to be taken by that because they don't understand, nor are they seeking the Lord Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, and they in their prosperity mode. They in the time of worshiping these different pagan deities. The biggest one is this Christmas bullshit. So they're going to be taken in a great number. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made the earth drunken. Drunken with what? Their philosophies, this democracy bullshit. The nations have drunken of her wine, which them philosophies, that alphabet soup community, spreading Moism, feminism, spreading that bullshit, nasty tasting wine. And all these different nations have drunken of that wine, taking on the philosophies. And what happened? Their women buck up against them. They get their land pillaged, robbed. You got puppet rulers in there that's pillaging the land, giving it to the international bankers through in America it's called the Federal Reserve, but in all these different other countries it's called a central bank. You see? So now these nations are mixed. They're figuring out that they've been duped. They've been robbed. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm. Balm is a healing agent for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone, into his own country for her judgment, which is the nuclear missiles, the concentrated fire from when Yahweh Shai cracked them skies, reach up to heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. That's what's going to happen. Your judgment is at hand, you devil. You're not going to escape your judgment. And after you get taken out of your power seat, your rulership position, it's going to be turned over to you being the first fruits of slaves. Then after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, being victimized, beaten, tortured, whipped, you're going to be rounded up in Obadiah 1 verse 18. Dig that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, devil. Because you're going to be smoked. So with that, Abba Watazayu Akimati was edified, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bokah Quadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, you Akimati, that push this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.